Hey, so in this video today, let me just say, I am so excited because I'm going to be sharing with you all my favorite e.l.f. Cosmetics products so far this year, and I am obsessed with these things. Some of you who watch me consistently might already know some of these favorites, but there are some more that have been added that I can't get over. I mean, I'm just going to say it. These are what I think are the best e.l.f. Cosmetics products. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. I love them, and I cannot wait to share with you guys these because not only are they performing amazing, but the price point is so good. I can't get over it. I can't believe it. These are the best in my opinion. Let's talk about it. But not only am I going to be just chit-chatting and talking about my favorites, I'm actually going to be demonstrating me applying the products for you for two different looks. I have like a pumpkin-y style themed eye look type of thing, and then this more kind of purpley, rosy type of situation. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. By the way, if you are new to my channel and new to my face, my name is Ashley Ellix, and I would love it so much if you consider subscribing at any point in time in this video. All you have to do is hit that little red button down below and then make sure your bell is tapped. That way YouTube will allegedly notify you when I post more videos, which is 3 times a week, all beauty related and all cruelty free as well. But enough of the formalities, okay? I know you are just as excited as I am to see what products I'm loving and what products you might want to try for yourself. So if you are ready for that, if that sounds all good and dandy to you, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Boop! So I'm going to be sharing with you my favorites based on the way that I was applying them for these different looks to demonstrate for you. So let's start with the face primers. The first one I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. This is one of those really interesting primers that has a lot of stick to it that you're almost nervous about the first time you use it, but when you go to apply your foundations and concealers, it works so well. I'm telling you, it has a crazy stick to it, but I love it. I think it works awesomely. It has a watermelon smell to it, which I adore. I think it's so fresh and so yummy. It is almost like this weird, interesting glue-like consistency that I've only experienced in one other primer before, okay? This, in my opinion, is totally duping out, if not better than, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I think this is such a cool product, and I feel like it really makes that foundation and concealer stick and lay down and last a really long time. So this was such a popular item when it first launched that you couldn't get it for the longest time. It sold out right away. Now they have it back. I will link everything down below, of course, for you to shop any of these links, but oh my goodness, I love this one. It is so nice. It is so good. I love it. So the next one I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. All right. I love this stuff. It is such a beautiful, gorgeous primer that can help my skin look a little bit more healthy and give a little bit of a glow without being shimmery at all. I do not like my primers or my powders or anything to have like a shimmer pearliness to it. This one, it just gives this glow. Maybe there's like some kind of little bit of light reflecting particles in there. I don't know, but I just love it, and I think it is so beautiful when it is paired with like those kind of more dewy, hydrating type of foundations. It is just a match made in heaven, let me tell you. Now, you might notice a similarity in the texture of this putty type of primer with another high-end brand as well, and let me tell you, that one in particular, the Tatcha one, that is more of a putty type of consistency as well. I feel like that one never worked for me, and I feel like it was super overpriced, and I never saw a difference in it, and I didn't understand the hype. But when e.l.f. launched this luminous version of the putty primer, I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a go. Let me see how this one is. Oh my goodness, I love it. I think it is so nice. I mean, I just told you all the reasons why and showed you. I just think it is wonderful, and a little bit goes a long way, which I appreciate, and it's just so good. Wow, I'm obsessed. Next up, let's talk about the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Like I said, I do have dry skin, so you'll see a bit of a theme in here. A lot of these products will work for both skin types, but the Hydrating Camo Concealer, my dry skin loves. I like that you're still getting that pretty full coverage, but I'm just getting a more healthy appearance to my skin versus some other concealer brands that are full coverage. This one just gives a little bit more hydration to it, and they blend out so effortlessly. They're so creamy. I do use 2 different shades on my cheeks to cover up discoloration. I use the shade Light Sand, and then when I go in to do around my eye area and just the other areas that I kind of more like to highlight and do a little bit more covering up after my foundation, I first put on Light Ivory and then I add a little bit of Light Sand just to deepen that shade up a little bit, because I'm always kind of in between colors. I love how easy it is to blend everything out. It's so effortless, it's so smooth, and it's just, it has a great wear time, and I'm really happy with it. It has to be my favorite drugstore concealer also, which is awesome. A lot of these are my favorite drugstore products in general, but wow, I love these concealers, so good. Now this product is my favorite setting powder from drugstore to high-end. Oh my goodness, I love it so much, and it is the E.L.F. Halo Glow setting powder. Wow, okay, talk about a dry skin powder that is just a match made in heaven, because so many powders just make my skin so much more dry. Obviously, looking, it is a powder, but I am just somebody that I still have to set my foundation because I don't like feeling any kind of anything left over. So even though it's not great to set like dry skin, I don't care, I do it anyway. So Halo Glow setting powder to the rescue. It is called Halo Glow, but there is no shimmery particles or anything. Like I mentioned with the Luminous Putty Primer, I don't like any shimmer that I can see in my powders or my primers or anything like that. I just want to like focus it in certain areas, you know? So the Halo Glow powder doesn't have any shimmer to it. I don't know what kind of magic they use to make my skin look more healthy and almost like more, it's not radiant necessarily, but just more natural looking and not so matte. It doesn't dry my skin out at all. On top of a dewy moisturizing foundation, it is going to set it down a little bit. It's not going to completely mattify it though, you know? And I just love it so much. I love just gently pressing this in with like a Tati Blendiful, and that is my favorite way to apply this powder. I just think the combo is so beautiful because I can maintain some of that hydrated dewy look that one of my foundations might be able to give me without having to walk around with a sticky face or mattifying it too much. So if you have dry skin like me, or you find that powders really dry you out, give this one a shot, because out of everything, like I said, it is now my favorite setting powder of all time. I love it, and just how is E.L.F. doing this? I don't know. Let's talk about the new Bite Size face palettes. Oh my goodness, how stinking cute are these? Okay, they're only $3, and the blushes, the blushes, they perform so beautifully. The highlighters are really nice too, but the blushes are really where they shine. I've mentioned it before that I've been on a hunt for the year 2020 for favorite blushes, because when I did my favorites video of last year, I realized I had no favorite bronzers and no favorite blushes. So I was like, okay, why is that? That needs to change. I need to try more blushes. So when I got my hands on these blushes, let me tell you, I was blown away. Okay, I have some more favorite blushes now, which is super exciting. So in the first look, I did use the Spiced Apple shade as kind of more of like a bronzer type of blush, just because it worked better for my skin tone. They do make a bronzing one, but in the swatches that I saw, it seemed a little bit too deep for my skin tone. That one's called Coconut something, but Spiced Apple was really nice, where I could just like throw this on and honestly be really good to go. I could just do that as kind of more of a natural day. Or what I did in that look is I applied this, and then I went in with White Peach. White Peach is my favorite. I think it is so pretty. I love orangey corally blushes on my skin tone. I do have a yellow golden undertone just for reference. It looks super orange in the swatch, but blended onto my skin, oh my goodness, is like butter, okay? It is so good, it's like butter. Oh. In the next look that you see me do, I applied the Guava shade, which is more of a pinky tone, and by the way, that is the look that I'm wearing when I'm talking here, and I just think it is so pretty. It's so nice, and there are so many different shades that you can choose from based on the type of blushes you like and your skin tone. I just love them. The highlighters I've been using too, and they are really nice. I think that they're more of like a standard type of highlighter, so I wouldn't say necessarily run out and get them just for the highlighters purpose. You gotta get them for the blush. Base it off of that, because wow, they are so pretty. You know, $3, I mean, I can't get over that. That is wild. That is crazy. And I'm obsessed, just like I am with all this stuff. Now, another face product that I want to share with you is the Primer Infused Bronzer. I do have the shade Forever Sunkissed, but they make several other shades for you to choose from based to get on your skin tone. And I love the way this applies. It is a matte bronzer, so you're not going to get any kind of shimmer in there. It is just a really nice, somewhat warm tone bronzer for this Forever Sunkissed shade. And I feel like it's really effortless. I could just easily kind of do a contoury bronze really quickly onto my skin, and I feel like I warm up my skin, and it's no fuss, and it lasts all day, doesn't rub off, and it's just great. So the last face product I'm going to be discussing is a newer one that they recently launched, but I've been testing out and I've been loving. It's the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. Okay, it smells incredible. If you like coconut smell, you're gonna love this, and especially if you like a dewy glow added to your skin, you're gonna love that. So what I do first is I actually set with my regular setting spray, and that's the Tarte Stay Spray. I do that because I find that that works so well at keeping my skin all set and lasting long throughout the day. And then I apply the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. It's kind of more like a hydrator as opposed to a setter. I noticed that it doesn't work well for me as far as like setting and longevity goes, so layering it up is just a match made in heaven, especially on days that I'm looking a little more dried than my liking. You know, I may be using a matte foundation or something. I'll do my Stay Spray and then I'll pop this on top, and it just brings my skin back to life. And let me tell you, I have been looking for a product like this. I used to love the Wet n Wild coconut setting spray, but they are no longer considered cruelty free since they sell in mainland China. So I had to get rid of that one, and I have since been on the hunt for a replacement, and I prefer to have a drugstore replacement, obviously. So I was so excited when they launched this, and I was trying it, and it smells so good, and it works as well, if not better, than the other one I was using, and I love it. It's so good. I gotta spray one more time. Oh man. It's just nice. It's just nice. Let's talk about these little cute bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. Again, $3. I have 4 of them that I've kind of played around with, but my favorites are the neutral shades, which is really probably surprising to you if you watch me because I don't always do neutral looks. I'm a pretty colorful gal, but these ones are just amazing. I love them. I especially love the pumpkin pie version, which you're gonna see me applying here. I use the 2 matte shades in this palette to blend out first and get that kind of neutrally smoky look. And then I went in with that kind of bronzy, goldeny, pumpkiny type of orangey tone shade, and it was gorgeous. I loved this look so much when I did it. And when I'm looking for a really quick fall inspired, I mean the pumpkin pie. The pumpkin pie name just makes me want to use it for fall. So I've been grabbing this one and I have been loving it. It is such a breeze to use. It is so easy, and it's $3, which is awesome. It's a cute little guy. It's nothing big, it's nothing dramatic, but it works and I like it. Now, my first one that I ever got was actually rose water, and this is what blew me away originally and why I got other ones, because this one is such a good, just quick and everyday. I did more of a glam look with it today, but it is a really good one when I want to do like a quick everyday type of look. I'll throw that taupey shade in, and then I'll apply this lighter shimmery shade on the lid, and bada bing bada boom, I'm good. I'm headed out the door. I mean, no, I'm not. I'm staying at home, but you know what I mean. It is just a really good breezy type of palette. I did a more dramatic look today just so you could see a variety in there, and you can build up with that deeper shade quite a lot. Do take notice that I am applying these shimmers with my finger. I find that that is the best way to make them perform to my particular love of shimmer. You could also wet a brush like I did with the inner corner for that lighter shade in rose water to just make that little pop and then still get like a more precise type of area. So even though these look kind of limiting because it's just 4 shades, you're not. You can still play around with different, you know, shading and different tones together, and they're super fun. Last products that I'm going to be talking about for this round of my favorite e.l.f. products, and that is the liquid eyeshadow glitter thingy mabobs. They're so cute, first of all, adorable, but they also are super awesome. Only $5, and I will collect them all like Pokemon, okay? So right now I have Flirty Birdie, which I threw on top of my pumpkin pie style eye look, and I just thought I'd amplified it and add a little bit more zhuzhing, you know? And then today, for this look that you saw me apply, I applied Purple Rain on top of that deeper rose water shimmer, and oh my goodness, this was the first time I did this combo together, and I love it. I feel like it took my look from more of like, you know, a softer kind of smoky purple to like, bam, that is like, you could go like on a date night. Not that I have because everything is closed, but we're not talking about that. Yeah, it is just, I'm loving it. I think that it looks so sparkly, so pretty. I don't notice them flaking throughout the day or anything like that. They are only $5, so no longer will I be buying a really expensive liquid eyeshadows, if you know what I mean, because there's so many options these days, and I really like these ones, and at $5 a price point, I can collect them all if I want to, and I just might. So those are all the products that I wanted to talk about in this round of my e.l.f. favorites. If there was any of these products that you actually want to try out yourself, you can shop the links down in the description box, and I'll also pop in there the shade names of the different ones that I talked about, just in case anyone in particular you were kind of like, you know, peeping. I'm telling you, that pumpkin pie eyeshadow palette is great for fall. I love it. Also, you guys know I love chit-chatting with you down in the comments, and if there are any other e.l.f. products that I must try that are your favorite, now is the time. Let me know down below what are some of your e.l.f. favorite products. There are bound to be more that I fall in love with. It's just what's gonna happen. I have 9 different products in front of me, all with different shades and stuff too, that I am obsessed with, and there's just bound to be more. It's just a fact. It's just gonna happen. Thank you all seriously so much for sitting down and watching this video and hanging out with me. If you are new to my channel and new to my face, this was your first video you've ever stumbled upon mine, I would love it so much if you would consider subscribing by hitting that little red button down below. That way you get notified, like I said, when I post more videos, which is 3 times a week. Again, all beauty related and all cruelty free. That's it for today. Like I said, thank you all so much again for watching, and I hope that every single one of you, hey you, please seriously have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, beautiful, happy day. If it's the end of the day and you're gonna go to bed, I hope you have a really great night's sleep, and I'll see you next time. Bye.